Hey everybody, it's Paula here from A Block of Crypto and welcome to the Zoom Out Show. The show is dedicated to everybody that's not looking to check hourly candles and half hourly candles and minutely candles because they're not day trading. It's for those that just want to keep track of their portfolio every week or those that are trading on a weekly basis, and it's a show where we zoom out on the charts. Many of us are used to being hunched over and looking at these charts for the hourly candles. Many of us are even down to the 5-minute candles. And really, when you're looking at candles of this short period of time, you can't see the bigger picture. And that's what we're going to look at today. So straight away, I'm going to take my chart and I'm going to zoom out to the 1-day chart. Now, this is the Bitcoin US dollar chart. It is 5:30 Greenwich Mean Time on Monday, the 15th of March. So we've had a pullback today. This is the daily chart, and we've had a bit of a pullback today. But this pullback is okay. I would anticipate us coming down and touching this EMA ribbon, at least this top EMA ribbon of 53,300. I would definitely anticipate that we will touch this, even if it is just a wick, by the end of the week. We have now broken out of this trading channel, but not all of our indicators are suggesting that things have turned bearish in any way. Of course, we're going to have corrections, but this week may have some more bearish days in it, but the overall trend is still an uptrend. We did reach a higher high last week. So last week we reached, I think it must have been, what is the highest there? We reached over $61,000, but now we're on our pullback. Today is Monday, and quite often on a Monday you will find a pullback because there will be a CME gap to be filled, and it's common now that we have these pullbacks on a Monday. So what does the rest of the week hold? Well, as I said, I anticipate that we touch this EMA line. We may even come down to this first kind of red EMA line and wick that red EMA line at 48,000. So you see, we've had a bit of a resistance there before at 50,000. We also had a bit of a resistance at 52,500. So that 52,500 is in between these first two EMA ribbons. Now you'll notice down here on the MACD that our green line is still green. It hasn't turned red and going down. But on our momentum here, we have the dark blue. So it's indicating that the direction of the trend could change. Also down here on our oscillator, we see that our dots are coming in line with our green line now. Once the dots go above the green line, it's an indication to sell on the daily chart. But at the moment, we are still in a bull situation and everything is looking very strong. It'll be interesting to see now where things settle since we broke out of this channel here. Let's just increase the channel on this so we can see how far it was going, and then we broke out of it today very, very quickly. So that is the Bitcoin chart. Let's jump into the Litecoin chart now. And there's been a lot of talk about Litecoin in the market, that it is going to pump. We're all waiting for this pump in Litecoin. And PayPal should be going live soon around the rest of the world using Litecoin. And Litecoin is one of the most affordable coins that PayPal are offering at the moment in the US, and I assume are going to offer when they go around the rest of the globe as well. And there's going to be this mentality with retail traders that it's affordable. I can buy 2 or 3 of these coins for the price of 1 ETH. And you may find that because of this, Litecoin has a retail pump. Now, at the moment, we can see that we have, again, a Monday drop. So we were trading in a channel. Let me draw some lines on this for this channel here. So we draw a trend line. So we were going up here, and I'm going to draw another trend line for the bottom of this channel. And we see we broke out of this channel today. on the way down. Now, this very much like the Bitcoin in that we have had a Monday pullback, but we're already nearly touching this daily EMA candle. Now, if we look at our indicators look very much like they looked when we were looking at Bitcoin. We have the dark blue here. In our oscillator over here, we are wave trend oscillator. We also see the green line is about to come down and is touching that red dot. So we could see a little bit more retraction on this. Now, how much retraction are we going to see on Litecoin? Well, if we look at our previous history, we had a 36% drop here around the start of January, but we broke below the bottom EMA ribbon. So we could easily come to the bottom of this EMA and reach around $170, $181, even a little bit lower at $175. So that is a very real situation for this week. We see here these two lines are getting close to touching, which indicates that there is a reversal going on. Let's have a look at ETH. Now, ETH has very much disappointed. It's disappointed me, and I'm sure it has disappointed many others as well. Again, like the other charts, what can we see? Well, down here on our oscillator, we can see the green line and the red dots are just about touching each other, which is the sign of a reversal. We have the dark blue lines here in our MACD, and the green and yellow are starting to come together, which is the sign that any sort of bull movement is over in the current trend. Now we can see this white line here, which is something that I had been drawing more on a daily chart. But if we break above this, or if we just stretch this out here, and I'm going to go back to this, I need to delete that last line. So we see now we have broken below that trend line now. So again, we could easily go down to the lower end of these EMA lines, but I actually doubt that that is going to happen with ETH this time, although it's let us down and hasn't performed as expected so far. It's not long after already breaking down below these EMA lines, and I would be very surprised to see it break down below all of these lines again in such a short time frame. So I'm a little bit more hopeful that ETH will quickly bounce and hopefully not drop below the 1600 this week, and then just bounce and continue trading up along this line and again start reaching new all-time highs. The last coin I am going to look at is the Bitcoin Cash coin. Now, Bitcoin Cash was in the top 10 and in the last couple of weeks has now been dropped from the top 10. Bitcoin Cash is one of those coins that has quite a lot of history. It's been around quite a long time, but it has been disappointing me lately. Now, we had this big run there previously and we traded in this channel and then we dropped back down. Now, on Sunday, I thought we may again reach all-time highs, but we didn't. We did break out of the trading range that we were in on Sunday, and we broke up and have this new resistance at around 600 now. And I think we might find this resistance a little bit hard to break. We've already touched the bottom of the EMAs. Do I expect it to wick a little further down? I do, and I do because our indicators are telling us this. So we see here on our indicators, we didn't go above our green line, our buy line, didn't go above our zero line here, which means that this run was a fairly weak run. It wasn't a fairly strong run. There wasn't loads of momentum in it. We can see how high it went here on our oscillator as well. It didn't go very high, and now our green line and our red dot are about to touch. So there is suggestions from the indicators on this one that it is going to drop that a little bit lower. So that's it for this week's Zoom Out show. I do hope that you enjoyed it. Don't forget to be zooming out on your charts and don't be hunched over your 1 minute and 5 minute charts. There's plenty of trades that can be done weekly. There's plenty of trades that can be done daily. If you'd like me to look at a coin for you, please do put it in the comments below. If you'd like to see more of this, then smash that like button now. And I do hope that you will subscribe to my channel too. Thanks very much for watching. Bye now.